Ahead on Q2, planning for the future.
It was really reassuring to know that I could get in and that it wasn't going to be difficult or anything.
A first-of-its-kind program in Montana is giving Billings high schoolers a leg up when applying for college. Plus, in light of a team van crash at MSUB, we dive into the school's policies when it comes to driving to events. We'll have the details. And staying in a shutdown.
A lot of those jobs will never come back.
As lawmakers continue to make little headway towards a deal, President Trump delivers words of warning. The MTN 430 News starts right now. Well, good afternoon, and thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Russ Riesinger. Charting a path to college. Montana State University Billings and Billings Public Schools are joining forces on a new program. The goal, putting graduating high schoolers on an automatic and direct path to college admission at MSUB. Our Hannah Pettiferi has more on the direct admit and how some students are already looking to take advantage.
Devin Schaefer is a senior at the Career Center who was up in the clouds about attending college.
I didn't really want to pay all that, fees and everything.
But now, excited for the new opportunity.
Give it a shot, why not? Get admission into MSUB and see where it takes me.
The Direct Admit program gives students a guaranteed admission to MSU Billings. But students can get in without this program.
We're open enrollment, so it's 99%. Typically, it's everyone with a 2.0 diploma, high set, GED, homeschool, or traditional high school diploma.
Admissions Director Julie Pettit says it's easy as 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sweet. I'm already in. I don't have to worry about that hassle of applying and worrying if I get accepted or not.
This is Devin's reaction after filling out a quick application online.
When you fill out the online application, you're confirming your acceptance with us.
And Julie knows applying to college can be difficult.
Sometimes it can feel overwhelming to have so many steps to get ready for college, but we kind of slow that down and work with one of our admission counselors to help one thing at a time.
Adding the stress comes from the unknown.
For MSU Billings, we're taking away the stress of whether or not you're going to be accepted.
Brooklyn Boatwright is another senior who knew she wanted to go to college.
I was really nervous that I wasn't going to be able to get in and that I couldn't do the programs that I wanted to do.
But with the Direct Admit program, she says it's been a breeze.
It's been easy. It's just been quick, simple, and just, again, very reassuring.
Brooklyn says it's been a relief knowing that there is no hassle to get in.
It was really reassuring to know that I could get in and that it wasn't going to be difficult or anything.
Julie says they want to make college accessible.
The goal is to make college possible.
In Billings, Hannah Pettiferi, MTN News.
Montana State University Billings is defending its travel policies today after 6 cross-country athletes were injured in a van crash this weekend. The team was traveling to a meet in Washington State when 21-year-old student athlete Cicely Eagleton veered off the road and hit an embankment. Washington State Patrol says distracted driving is believed to be a factor in that crash. The university says it followed the travel policy set by the Montana Board of Regents. That policy requires valid licenses and seatbelt use. School leaders say the team was traveling in 4 vehicles with all 6 athletes in the van suffering injuries. As of today, all but 1 have returned home. The university says mental health counselors are available to help team members and other students. As of now, it's too early to know if any travel policy changes will be made. The Turning Point USA Tour is coming to Montana State University in Bozeman tonight. The Turning Point tours have continued after the assassination of their founder, Charlie Kirk, at a Utah college campus. Tonight's event was scheduled before Kirk was killed, set to take the stage at Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. It has a roster of speakers that are listed as making appearances, including Vivek Ramaswamy and Governor Greg Gianforte. The MSU police chief says his officers have been planning security for several weeks.
We've ratcheted up our security posture for this event, just knowing that the risk level is much higher now, and we've gone through our standard planning process. We've partnered with the FBI and our local fusion center in Montana through MATIC to do a lot of monitoring, social media monitoring, and things of that nature.
Chief Stanley would not give exact numbers, but says there will be a significant increase in the number of officers that have been deployed for similar events, more than that. Doors open at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse just about 20 minutes from now, with the event beginning at 6:30. Montana Governor Greg Gianforte knew Charlie Kirk well, calling him a close friend. Kirk also spent a lot of time with Montana Senator Steve Daines. Daines tells MTN he knew Kirk long before he was famous, and says the activist spent a lot of time in Gallatin Valley as a young man. So he says it's fitting that many will be thinking of Kirk in Bozeman tonight. Daines spoke with us about what he hopes will be Charlie Kirk's legacy, even though some may disagree with his beliefs.
Yeah, well, boy, we better be protecting free speech and stopping violence. Charlie went into campuses. It was not afraid to have vibrant and sometimes tough discussions on university campuses. But that's what the university system should be all about, is promoting the exchange of ideas. That's what America is all about. Democracy is about, is having the ability to exchange views with people we don't agree with.
They are expecting some protesters at tonight's event. We'll have team coverage and a full recap for you tonight at 10.
I want to show you the view over from Missoula, and apparently somebody's looking around town with it right now. But it is pleasant. The sun is out, and the temperature is sitting at 62 degrees. The winds are calm, even though that's not what's moving the camera around, just somebody having some fun. Miles City, taking a look right now on the other side of the state, where the temperatures are also warm, sitting at 66. We have a south breeze at 10 miles per hour. And let's take another stop over towards Sydney, where right now the temperatures are at 67, but it is a little breezy. As we get into the next couple of days, we're still going to be looking at these above average temperatures. That warm stretch lasts through the early part of the weekend, but we will pick up some wind. By the weekend, we'll pick up some rain and maybe mountain snow.
With the federal government shutdown now in its 7th day, there is new uncertainty about whether or not furloughed workers will be entitled to back pay. It comes as Republicans and Democrats remain deadlocked over health care. Erica Brown has the latest from the Capitol.
Well, thank you very much, everybody.
During an Oval Office meeting with Canada's Prime Minister Tuesday, President Trump suggested some furloughed workers could be denied back pay once the government shutdown ends.
It really depends on who you're talking about. But for the most part, we're going to take care of our people. There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
CBS News has learned the White House's Office of Management and Budget is circulating a draft memo suggesting federal employees may not be entitled to back pay, despite a 2019 law signed by President Trump after the last government shutdown.
I believe it's a strategic mistake to now let those folks know, or let them think that they could potentially not get back pay.
Trump also said he will be announcing layoffs and the elimination of some federal programs within the next 4 or 5 days if the shutdown continues.
A lot of those jobs will never come back.
Here on Capitol Hill, lawmakers remain deadlocked over health care. Democrats want an extension to Affordable Care Act subsidies, but Republicans insist the shutdown should end first.
The government remains shut down right now because of the refusal and unwillingness by Donald Trump and Republicans to actually provide health care to working class Americans.
At some point, we're happy to have that conversation, but not until the government opens up.
The effects of the shutdown are being felt at airports nationwide. Several reported staffing issues Monday night, leading to delays. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
American distillers have gotten a costly cold shoulder from Canada. A spirits industry group says exports to Canada plunged 85% earlier this year. The Distilled Spirits Council released the report Monday amid ongoing global trade tensions. Kentucky craft distiller Tom Bard says his products still aren't back on Canadian shelves. 2 years ago today, Hamas militants launched the deadly October 7th attacks on Israel, killing around 1,200 people and taking hundreds hostage. The assault triggered a brutal war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, one that still rages. As families look back on that terrible day, there's hope that a deal to end the war and free the remaining hostages could be in sight. Tina Kraus has more on that.
Israelis stood in solidarity across the country. remembering October 7th, a day so many wish to forget.
It's hard.
For Lerone Moore and her husband Zoli, the pain is personal. Their niece, American Abigail Dawn, was just 3 when Hamas fighters stormed her home in southern Israel, killing both her parents and taking her hostage in Gaza for nearly 2 months. She's now in 1st grade, adopted with her siblings by her aunt and uncle.
It's like bittersweet because we are happy for these kids that they go forward, but also we know how much they miss their mom and dad.
Families across Israel carry scars, including Tal Shaham. He walks through what's left of his in-laws' home, where he, his wife, and children were kidnapped 2 years ago.
It's like entering a massive graveyard.
Shoham says he'll never forget the moment the attackers came.
They're looking on me, and their commander just took his Kalashnikov and started to fire on the bulletproof window.
Shoham was held captive underground for 505 days.
They entered a few times and told us that one of us need to die, and we can choose who it will be.
He was eventually let go, reunited with his wife and children. But dozens remain in Gaza. And behind every face, there's a family clinging to hope that the days ahead bring freedom, not fear. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Well, move over giant skeletons, forget gravestones on the front lawn. An Army combat veteran has come up with a Halloween display like no other. Bionar Puerta built this pirate ship in Clarksville, Tennessee by hand. The idea came to him after he dressed as Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean for Halloween a few years back. That's when a trick-or-treater asked where his ship was, and this creation came to life.
I'm trying to make a difference by, giving as much as I can with what I got. And what I got is my hands, and I could build stuff.
Puerta says he nearly died several times while serving in Afghanistan, so now he wants to make the most of his time.